No, people don't want to make investment because of the economy, because of the reason. It's true, because it's now making them smarter. But now this kind of people, what they actually want is that they don't want to expose themselves. They actually want to be able to protect their finances. So what can I do? And the bank, the truth of the matter is that if I put the money in the bank, it definitely is not growing. So is that okay? I buy an investment that gives me that will give me an edge against inflation. But if I don't want that, for example, what am I looking for? Something else?
Predictable
revenue. Because for me, because maybe some of them, they already have done several investments that is already giving them an edge over inflation.
Yeah.
And so because it's not only by buying one plot of land that will give me an edge. So I already have so many of that. Some of them have one stock or the other that they're invested in that at least maybe every year they call them for annual general meeting and they just want to hear the nonsense that somebody is saying. But this particular one, they don't look at what will give me, because some people don't even know that this thing even exists. That rental income stuff even exists.
And that's why the education is cardinal. And that's education that most people don't have. You know, people most time we say that because you invest does not make you an investor.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, instead of going for education, first and foremost, which is cardinal, a lot of people when it comes to their financial freedom, they don't have financial education goals. They just want the money goal. They just want the money. But known to them that the real technology that produces the money is the financial education, like what we're sharing. So we're talking about, how do you go to a place and you see a deal for 3 million and you're able to do little money down? You see, that is not a fluke. That is a skill that is born out of education. Now, what I would pay for is that education. I would pay for that education because it's that education that will be able to help me do what you are doing. So if a lot of people don't, and that is the miracle mentality we're talking about. People just want it. People want it 18 hours, 24 hours blessing. So unknown to them that which they call 18-hour, 24-hour blessing have taken somebody a long time to come to that conclusion. So you just want it now. So it's amateur. No wonder, because if it's all money that make people rich, what would have happened to a guy that won lottery of 10 million naira? The guy should have been damn rich. But you know why? It's the money that he has. He does not have the education to make the money grow.
He doesn't have the education to keep it.
To sustain it, to multiply it. He doesn't have it. So that
keep collecting more.
To keep collecting more, because it's that education that is the first key that everybody needs to have. And that is why people look at, when we talk about rental income, predictable income, like I told someone this morning, the truth is, an average person, everyday person can just tell you, put money here, one day you will make money. Anybody can tell you that. But for us to come and tell you that, you can have rental income, you can have predictable income, most people will not say that because it's more stronger, it's more difficult to acquire this kind of skill than just put your money in one land and then one day they're hoping that you're going to make money. It takes skill to be able to build this. And that is a skill that most people don't have. They don't have that skill. They don't want to develop that skill. They just want the money. Just say, what will I put my money? And some people lose money in stocks and all of these things because a lot of people, they have transferred the right of their destiny to someone else. You do it, don't worry, just bring the money. Just make the money and bring it. No. But what about learning? Investing money. So when I told somebody, the recent time I went to South Africa for a property rental income property deal, and I paid 500,000 to attend the class. So somebody wanted, so I said, when I charge you 500,000 for instance, so it's not straight to me, it's what I've paid before. That's the truth. So you are simply saying.
So if you want to get what I have, you must also make this kind of sacrifice that I have.
Do you understand? So people don't want, because you see, and what did I learn from all that deal? I learned that, this is how those American market works and all that. And I realized that's already what we are doing here. You know, this already what you and I we have been doing. So what that means is you have to build this skill, and that's what we offer. We let you have it. We help you develop the education, because it's education that make you see. It's education that make you see opportunity, that make you know the money man.
How to seize it.
How to seize it. The education that make you know, that make you differentiate between difficulty and opportunity. And say, man, this is a deal. Because when we tell people that you can see money everywhere, people are wondering how. You see money through education.
Yeah.
It's education that give you a proper interpretation. And so, man, there's money here. So somebody else is seeing a house, it look dilapidated. but because of the kind of education you are,
You are saying prettiness.
wow, you say, well,
I say beauty. Oh, beautiful money.
I say, man, there's money in this debt, man.
This is ugly. He said, no. I just see the pretty money.
This is money. You know, this is money. You know, you're saying this is money. So that is the point in terms of what we're simply saying. The money is available. Every single day, the money is available, and a lot of people don't look at it that way. So education is key. You know, learning what it means to, you know, what we call TBS, total borrowing strategy. How do you raise money for a project? How do you know, you remember Chudi many years ago when we started teaching how to start business without money, you know, and people used to call us antichrist. You still remember? I know the same people will come later and they will send us a private mail saying, please, man, I'm broke now, there is no money at home. A woman will say, and that's why I love what you have started sharing. A woman will send us mail and say, I'm the one taking care of my home now, my husband is not taking care of the family. And the truth is, if you don't understand this education, ability to control, what we are after is one thing, ability for you to control your own economy.
Yes.
That is our ultimate goal. We want everyone to be able to have control over their own economy. Because you say the moment you don't have control over your economy, you are the mercy of someone else. You are the mercy of crazy government. You are the mercy of a mood swing boss. You are the mercy of, you know, arrogant landlord. You are the mercy
of everybody. Including people that will not even help you because they are their own. you know, sometimes, and that's the part that people need to probably get right, and it's also good. They're also talking about it on a platform that has no boundary.
Yeah.
You understand? It's because I also saw some of the thoughts to the idea of, okay, make money now, make money later, and make money soon, make money later. Because sometimes it's not that people, like what you said, it's not that people do not exactly know what they want, but they don't have a clear picture or somebody to help them define that this is it. So anything that is close to it, they jump into. You know, there was a time that people said stock. Everybody, it was stock stamina.
Yeah.
Internet marketing, information product. You can develop information product. Everybody just, because that was the way to be able to get rich. Now it is, if you go and get a land, Nobody is saying that you should not get a land, because we have actually sold land.
Yeah.
But you know what? If somebody that his income is not balanced, that is not true to himself in terms of his income, buys those kind of property, at the end of the day, like, okay, he has put money somewhere in the bush, and he's not going to get it back. The income is not stable. He has lost his job. He cannot even recover the property back. So Momolile has even dealt with him on several occasions that he's trying to even just only put sand on the property. He cannot even build because of the fact, and it's like, okay, this thing is very difficult.
Yeah.
Now, for some people, most people should rather be focusing on is, how do I generate more income? How do I sort out my bills? How do I sort out the daily bill?
The truth is, land does not pay school fee.
It does not pay.
Land does not pay house rent.
And that is why anybody who is now looking at, okay, why not let me? Because I sat down one day and I said, if we have 17 million housing deficit in Nigeria, and I'm putting every cost of a rent, maybe renting for 1 year at maybe 100,000 naira, that's about 1.7 zillion naira. I don't know. I tried calculating it again. 1.7. That's what that means. That is what the rental market is worth on a yearly basis. Forget whatever rubbish anybody is saying at this particular time. That's close to about 45 billion naira, $1 billion rather. Now, why won't I participate in that kind of industry, in that kind of market? You are not competing with me, Mr. Tade.
Yeah.
You're not. Because we're talking about 1.7 zillion naira. What are we talking about? It's bigger than the budget in 1 year of a whole nation. What can we there's nothing to compete about. But you know what? Because if you are doing land, what are we doing? We are competing already. Because we are competing because the land is also limited, and you want to. But you know what? The volume of people in this country, 17 million people that need accommodation, if they're paying 100,000 naira every year. Some people can pay 2 million naira, some people can pay 500,000 naira, some people can pay 450,000 naira. But if they are paying 100,000 naira every year, that's 1.7 zillion. Is it zillion? Zillion. Maybe some people I'm not saying the end was zillion, but it is bigger than trillion, because after trillion is zillion. So if and that is what this thing is worth. It is imperative that people begin to participate in this one as a way of consistent income. It's not that it's not something that is coming that is coming to an end. It's just like social media too. It's something that as the population of the world increases,
it's expanding.
People now begins to look. Now somebody who has a bungalow now becomes a poor man. Somebody who has a 4-bedroom, 4 tenants becomes a poor man. Why? Because it's not taking advantage of the growth of the economy. Now, because today now, like I compared to before, it may be easy for somebody to become a millionaire today, but those days may not be very difficult.
Yeah.
So the people who own houses, they will become poorer compared to before, because those days we probably look at them as, oh, they're the richest people in town. But because if they don't have the quantity that is required for you to be able to operate on a large scale, that person will become so poor that you give you the
let's look at the deal. For instance, just like what you're saying, that it's easier for someone to become a millionaire in this season. So a lady walked into the office and she said, how much do you earn in a year? She said, I make about 1.5 million from where I work, and I've been working there for the past 5 years, and I've been able to put some savings together. Yeah. And then we say, okay, how much have you saved? She said, I've saved about 4 million. I have my savings. I wanted to buy maybe a piece of land. And we said, just like what you said earlier, it's okay, come on, you don't need to buy a piece of land. What kind of life do you like to live? They said, oh, I would like to live a better life. I would like to really make sure that my children's school fees are not something crazy body to my husband and I. Okay, now let's look at your personal economy, which is very important. So we look at the personal economy and we're able to introduce them through after education, looking at the lifestyle goal, because like we said the other day, there are 3 goals everybody must have. You must have a lifestyle goal. That means the difference you want to make in the world. What kind of life you want to live. And then after that, you must have money goals. The kind of money that will extract. Yeah. And then after that, you will now have to focus on your financial education goal. Yeah. Because it's that financial education goal that will help you to meet the money goal, and then you meet the lifestyle goal. Yeah. And then the lady started the process, and at the end of the day, this same lady with the 4 million, after about 6 months, she was able to invest in a rental apartment that gives her 2 million naira every year. Wow. Now that already is more than what she earns as a salary in a year. That means that lady, in the space of 1 year, she becomes financially free. Yeah. Why? Because that money, she's going to earn it for the next 12 years. And then, as I'm talking to you, she's talking about 2, 3, 4 projects. That means in 2 years, this lady is earning about 15 million for herself every year. This is a lady that grew from 1.5 million a year to about 10 million a year. From what? From moving the process. Someone is still somewhere desiring to be rich. Now the truth is, I've come to realize that being rich is beyond desire. Yes. It is a design. Yeah. You have to design it. You have to come into a point. So when you take something on social media, on all of those platforms, and you're saying, choose well, you are simply saying to people to design their life. That life, your personal economy should be designed. Yeah. It should not be kept on the caprice of I desire to be rich. Excuse me. A man that is very, very broke also desire to be rich. Yeah. Desire is not
a person desire to be rich. Desire to have his own plane one day.
Do you understand? So
have his own jet.
You have to go beyond desire thinking to design thinking. Yeah. So whereby you now look at yourself and say, oh, if I want to build this house, what kind of design do we need? Now,
what should I be doing right now?
What do I need to create right now? What do I need to do?
What do I need to commit myself to?
What do I need to commit myself? What process? What routine life do I need to have? Because you know why? In 365 days, in 24 months, you can move from rat race to fast lane. If you understand rental income process that we're talking about, if you have this education, you commit yourself. You say you don't need, what you have is enough. if you can think through it enough right now. So you're simply saying you are sick and tired of running commentary with your personal economy and decide to say, I want to do something with it. It's just a process. After a while, you move from that process. So this same
I like what you just talked about in terms of the design and the design and desire. So the difference between the rich and the poor is majorly because the poor man is desiring it, desiring wealth. It looks at, it goes to Forbes. He reads more of
the richest
men in the world. I'm good. Why is this person having a jet? He's having 3 jets, he has 7 jets, he has 30 jets. He likes those things. He goes to that website and visits those websites. Then, but you know what? He's just excited about other people's success, but he's not committed to his own success. Why? Because success, like what he said, is a design. What kind of platform do I need to be able to operate right now? What do I need to commit myself to? I need to be able to commit myself to income generation. That is why anybody who is true to himself and has designed his life will not run away from sales.
That's true.
Okay, for example, I have a baby's toy that I'm not using right now, and my baby is already 5 years old. It's not in need of that toy. What do? I can sell that toy. It's a way to start. Somebody say, no, you can sell the toy. A bicycle that your son does not want. You sell it. Why you say, no, I'm keeping it for Memoria. Memoria, and you're broke. There was a time that I needed a cash. I think the second car I needed money. I just quickly sold the car. Why? Because that car became like a seed money for me to be able to run a particular project. Subsequently, as I made money from that stuff, I bought another car. Now, for some people, it's that okay, you know what? I don't like to sell things. If I sell things, it's not good to be selling property. Somebody say somebody has a house.
Don't sell what you want.
Somebody say he has a house. He said that is my first house. I don't want to sell a house. He has a house in Yanopa. He has a house in Abulegba. Sell the house in Abulegba so you can get your act right. You can come and live as a tenant and start all over again and invest in something. So he said no. So he said no. I'm not going. He said no, but you know what? This person needs 200,000 naira, and his daughter got admission into university, and that's the first one. The second one is behind. The third one is still in secondary school, and the third one is also going to come. And I said to her that your financial life, this money, you will keep on needing it on a daily basis. But what do you now do to make sure that your finances, that you're able to meet up? Because at a particular point, you will not be able to carry that weight anymore, and you begin to bite your finger. So if you can raise 7 million naira right now, sell the property for 7 million naira, come to the city, design it. Now, okay, if I'm living in this city, we are living in an apartment, can we get a house that will be worth maybe 1 million naira, and we'll go for it? And okay, because we need a car, go for a car that's about 1 million naira, and design and go into rental apartment. While we are starting another business by the side too. Within that one, maybe you've invested 4 million naira, and you're probably going to be generating like maybe 2 million naira, 1 million naira, as case may be, for the next 12 years. 1 million naira or 2 million naira for the next 12 months. If it's 2 million naira in 8 months, you'll have been able to do something. I said to her that just imagine that the first money that you have, the first gain, money 2 million that you have in 1 year, you take it again, you invest it again into other part. Not that you don't have a business, you already have a business. What you have done is that you have increased you have been able to increase that. You'll be able to have money within 4 years that you'll be able to buy that property back again.
That's the design.
That's a design.
You're just showing out. I mean, there are 2 examples that I have. You know, one of the ladies that I work with, she decided she has 2 duplexes at the heart of phase 1, the Lekki phase 1, and they were living in one, and they formerly living in both of them. Yeah. Now the children has grown, and so they decided they were now living in one at the point. But she got this idea of a rental income system in a design one. She decided, well, come on, let's rent these 2 apartments. So they decided to rent the 2 apartments away for 7 million naira a year. And they moved to another more prestigious place in Victoria Garden City. And when they now rent an apartment for 2.5 million, now the apartment is giving them 5.5, and one they're getting 7.5, they're paying an apartment of 2.5. So they have 5 million. Now she told me, you know, when I'm talking, she told me, you know what, this is what I've been able to do now. Now my son that is still in school, I comfortably pay his school fee from the rent. Now that in a nutshell, she has entered into freedom. And this is why I say some people, they are living in illusion of looking rich when they are going broke. They are looking rich going broke. You know, there are many people in the city.
Because they are looking fine.
They're looking fine. They have toys, you know.
Yeah.
They have a lot of toys.
They have gadgets.
They have gadgets. They have toys. So they have money. They don't have money machine.
Yeah.
So they have toys. They are just, you know, living, looking big, you know, putting all sort of things on social media, but they are going broke by the day. You know why? That is how it is for a lot of people. They're just
not focusing on the design, because and that's just the word, because the truth of the matter is that people are not, because the reason why people are not committed because they don't have a design to follow.
That's it.
Now, if I have a design to follow, I know that what the first thing I need to do to increase income. What do I need to do to increase income? Let me get involved in sales. If, for example, I'm working as an engineer within a particular, what do I need to do? It's either they give me a raise. But if somebody that will give me a raise, I will need to do something for the person to be able to give me a raise. But what else can I also do? Get a training in sales. Get involved in sales. If it's to sell a car, I know some people. Can I sell the car for you? I went somewhere. I went to go and meet a car dealer. He said, I want to sell the car for you, because you know what? I have car people that have bought land, just like what he said. It's my database. People that have bought properties for me, I want to sell cars to them. So you know what? I have people went there, took pictures, we took video, we push it. We already have 55 persons already who are on that, who are currently we are trying to push that into. Now it is because first of all, people now think, if I make money from it, where would I want to invest into? I want to invest in a particular project. I want to invest in a rental income project by myself.
That's what you're simply saying is that, you know, you have created a design. You have helped people to look at a life, from a point of design and say, okay, being rich is not just a desire, it is a design. So most of the time, people have it as a desire, and that's where it ends. Oh, the desire, they pray about, they fasted for it, but there is no design. There is no, you know, until now to say that, oh, everyone have to have a design. It is your desire that you live by. Yeah. It is your desire that you are now committed to. You now say, okay, I need to generate income. So, like you were saying, so we look at it and say, somebody is listening and saying, oh, come on, you know, I work in a corporation where I don't really do, you know, everyday sales like that. And that's what we say. Oh, the point is, what asset have you built with the skill that you have generated from that organization that you can now present to other people and they will gladly want to pay you for? You then design assets in a way. So I talked to a lady that worked with a big multinational in the HR, and she's doing so well. And I said, you know what, there are so many, you have learned a lot. There are so many small scale businesses that will need an HR system that you can use your broad knowledge to help them. I said, imagine you have 10 of such clients that can be giving you 100,000 naira per year running their HR system for them. That means that if they're giving you 150,000 per annum, you know, that is nothing less than 2 million. Now, what will happen to you if you take that 2 million now and invested it in an income producing asset? That means if it is by design, you see yourself moving towards it every single day. Yeah. But you know, most people, it ends up as a desire. They go to seminar, they go to church, they go to the tabernacle, they go to wherever they find themselves, and they're hearing the word, you are going to make it, you are going to do this. They pump up the design then, but there is no design to implement the design. So I call it, you know, I call it the 2D, you know, the 2D phenomenon. That means you must turn your desire into a design. Yeah. I mean, what are the steps? Income generation, like you rightly said, is important. And to get the income generation, you have to get financial education. Because financial education, the money education, as we talk about it, is what will increase your ability. That means you have to design your lifestyle goal. Yeah. It's a design. You have to say, what is my lifestyle goal? You know, a lot of things you have been saying. What are the lifestyle goals with couples? I mean, what kind of life do you want to live with your wife and your children? What vacation do you want to go? What difference do you want to make in the world? You know, what book do you want to spend your vacation writing? You know, how many lives? Where do you want to volunteer to just see life change? That's a lifestyle goal. You have to design it. Yeah. And then because lifestyle goal does not fulfill itself. You need money goal to fulfill your lifestyle goal. So you need to design how much will you need to make to live this kind of goal. Then it's a design. Then you will now look at your financial education. That's where the sales come in. What skill do I need to build? I need to start generating income. I need to master multiplying my money. I need to master managing my money. I need to master seeing opportunities. I need to master solving problems. I need to master working with people so that I can generate more. I need to master, buying properties, I need to know how to differentiate between asset and liability. It's an education. Because most people are buying liabilities every single day, every single moment, and they call it asset. You see, one of the worst decisions, one of the worst purchases you can make in your life is to buy liabilities and call it asset. Yeah. And that's what I see every single day. Somebody buy 3 cars, put it in his compound, living in a rented apartment, and he call it an asset. That's a liability, my friend. You live in a big apartment, you rented a big apartment, and you're doing housewarming. That's madness, my friend. Because these are liabilities that you're calling asset.
And what you just said now brings me, makes me, because it's not those things, if you do them, they are wrong.
No.
It is the purpose for which you are doing them. Because the design now makes the purpose, now it's now helping me to define the purpose. I'm building my life, I'm living my life based on the design. So even if I go, let's take for example, I go live in a rented apartment of 4 million naira, for example. People say, oh, why could you go and live in a rented apartment of 4 million naira? And I look at people, who are the people that are going to live around me? Who are people so that because they know me, I can sell an idea to them, I can sell a product to them, I can sell information to them, because they are within my database. I know that we do meeting, we jog in the morning, something like I can sell to them. So it is based on that design that I take those necessary.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I'm not just doing it just to feed my ego. I'm doing it because I'm living by a design.
It's a design.
I know that okay, it is marketing for me. It is not that I'm like, for example, I saw something that you post. You send your daughter to Harvard. Why are you taking? Because of what?
Network.
Because of the network. Not because you want to be, not because you want her to just get good education, the best education in the world, but so that when they call for parents, you are there with your daughter and you're sitting by this particular person. You know what? We can do business together. Why? Because we are in the familiar territory, and that is because that is the design. But you know what? Some people don't take some of those things. They take some of those things for granted. So they're not doing those things because it's deliberate. They're doing it because, oh, you know what, because I see Mr. Jones do the same, so let me just try to copy and do the same. So they're not living their life by design. So that's why somebody will have even a Facebook account, and what he's just talking about is just the government of the day and using that, and people just begin to comment. And
like you have said something very fantastic. So, like we're saying, so now, like on our mission, people now need to begin to design their personal economy. That's the point. So you have to because it's a design, it's personal. Design is personal. So it is based on what you want to see expressed that determine what you design. So you have to look at your personal economy. Do you want prosperity or austerity? You have to now choose. And say, oh my God, I want prosperity. So I have to design my economy that way. That is why somebody will look at you and say, Coach Chudi, I want you to coach me on this. A person is willing to pay 500,000 for you to coach them for a few hours. You know why? It is design. Now you said something that I love, and that's what I've been telling people. You can buy anything you want to buy. You can drive a jet. You can fly a jet. There's no problem. You can live in a house where you pay 20 million as a rent. There's no problem. You can drive Ferrari. You can drive Lamborghini. I want to drive one. It's just like Nigeria road is still bad. But the truth is, if you want to, you can do that. But the truth
I'm not against it.
I'm not against it at all. This is the only thing I want you to get. Make sure that whatever you buy, it is your asset that pay for it. That is the design. Now, a lot of people, unknown to them, they desire those things without designing how those things will be paid for. So, they are now paying for those things by their sweat, not their asset. Now, it is your asset equity, not your sweat equity, that you pay for your lifestyle. So, a lot of people, the lifestyle is being paid for.
And that is where that's where drawing that perspective from comes to play. I want to own a house of my own, and I'm earning 250,000 every month. So I now decided, okay, you know what? Because I'm looking for, I know maybe just eat one small money. you're expecting that you should hit one money that will now help you to do that. So you just do the foundation. And it takes another maybe 6 months again for that person to be able to sort that out again and do more. It takes him another 6 months again to do more. Now you get to a particular point, you just do to do the roof, it doesn't have any.
The first point is income generation.
Yes.
That means for you to get the income generation, that's what we say. Ultimately, the first thing that you need to work on is your financial education.
Simple.
It is, because that is what will fuel the income generation.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are hoping to generate income. They are not educating themselves to generate income. They are hoping to generate income. They are hoping that the income will increase. They are hoping that, you know, income will come, income will increase. Don't worry, income will increase. But the question is, what education, what skill are you developing?
Yeah.
What skill set are you having that will make the income to increase? Now, some people, it's not the increase of income that is the problem. So someone, you know, they give them a bonanza at work. Some people, some organization, this December is coming, they will begin to share some bonuses.
Yeah.
Now, some people, that is when they will say they want to buy a new car. Now,
or buy a new property.
Now the question is, the new car, is it to do Taxify or to do Uber? Because if to do that, it becomes an asset.
Yeah.
But to drive it around town, carrying your friends, paying for the fuel, it becomes a liability. And that's why we're saying buying liability and calling it asset is one of the wrong purchasing decisions.
It's actually foolishness.
It's foolishness. It's financial madness.
Yes, it's foolishness.
It's financial stupidity. And that's what a lot of people do every single day. You know, you are impressing other people. You are living life without no design.
One is looking rich,
Yes,
not
but
rich.
going broke.
It's looking rich.
Yes, he's looking rich, going broke.
Yeah, looking going broke.
Do you know that every single day is looking rich, going broke? He's packaging it, but he's packaging himself to penury. Every single day.
He looks good on Friday.
And looking free on Friday.
He looks good on Saturday,
Yeah.
on the weekends. It's lovely, it's bad, it's because, but you know what? He has no freedom, man.
Do you understand? You know what? So he find out that his dream, he gets frustrated every single day of his life because his dream is crying for expression. Now the financial freedom, why do we need financial freedom? We need financial freedom to fulfill our dreams. Because we have dreams that is not about making money.
Yeah.
We have dreams that is not about selling products.
Yeah.
We have dreams to give expression to life and to make a difference in this world.
Yeah.
Now, for that to be possible, you have to first achieve your economic freedom.
And that is why it is stupid for anybody to think that, oh, I shouldn't talk about money now. I shouldn't think of creating income in my life.
Yeah.
Because if I'm not thinking of creating income in my life, what will I be doing?
To fulfill the dream.
To fulfill the dream, to fulfill the purpose for which I want to live.
Because ultimately,
to add value.
ultimately that is what will matter to
That
us.
is what will matter to us.
The
But
dream.
you don't want to think of a NEPA bill that you've not paid. You don't want to think of the fuel that you don't have in the car. You try to go and fulfill that purpose, that dream that you have. You don't want to have, you don't want to feel the burden of my son, the school fees. They just call for some books in school that I'm not able to pay for. I think I just forgot, and you know what? I'm in a hurry to go and deliver this particular lecture, which I am doing for free. I'm doing a particular stuff in Hawaii. How do I want to meet those people? I want to fulfill a goal of helping IDB people.
Because the truth of the matter, Chudi, that there is no financial problems anywhere.
Yeah.
There are only expenses.
Yeah.
Expenses are the financial problems of life. So the moment expenses can be met, a man has no financial problem.
Yeah.
So when someone comes to you now, come to your office and say, Chudi, you know, I have this financial problem. He's not saying what he really has, the problem he has. The problem is not financial problem. What he calls financial problem is that he have expenses, he have needs more than what he presently have as income. So he's having, that is what humanity calls financial problem. So when people tell you they have financial problem, all financial problem can be solved by creating income producing assets. So the cure solution to financial problem is not to earn a bigger salary. The poor solution to financial problem is to have income producing assets that exceed your monthly expenses. That is the solution to financial problem. But what is it? Because people haven't designed their life in this way. They are now living day by day. Their dream is shattered. Their dream is delayed. Their dream is postponed. They never get attended to it when they get old. Now they are now using their children as a pension plan. So rather than the children now living their life, giving expression to their life, because everyone should be responsible for the asset they create. So they are not creating the asset. Some people will tell you the reason why I'm paying huge amount of money for my children to go to the school they are going is I think I can take care of me in the old age. But that's not the essence of raising children. That's rubbish. That's total madness. You know. So people do all of those things, and at the end of the day, the same children they are sent to school, they will not say this children is not taking care of me, because you know what, they have forgotten that one day this child of theirs will become an individual that will also begin to raise his own life, that will also need to fight his own financial battles, that will also need to take care of his own personal economy. He also have his own bills and the expenses of life.
And which are much more bigger than
your problem. You know, so at the end of the day, the guy seems not to have anything to take care of them, and you give them the little you can afford. And they're complaining that this boy, all my youthful years I spend it on you. Your son, I'm sorry to say, your son and your daughter have not disappointed you. Your expectation about them is what disappointed you. It's your expectation that have disappointed you.
Yeah.
You raise your children, but you are let your, one of the most person I respect so much in the society called me today, and she said to me, I said, Tade, you know what? I have a daughter. She's growing up right now. She's in university. Tade, I want you to help me teach her about money.
Okay.
About money. No, she's even doing well. She's okay. She doesn't really. They have corporate property here. And yeah. But I can't teach my son and the daughter about money the way you do. Because even me, I need to attend class with you. He said, we're going to like a class you and I want to teach. Education of the rich. You need to pass this across to your children. It is important because you know why? What would have been amazing to show your children that selling is a noble profession. What would have been great, because that is what wealthy people teach their children at a tender age. That selling is not for riffraff. Selling is for super achievers. You know what? They learn this thing from childhood. They learn that sales is what creates income. They learn the difference between assets and liabilities. Oh, they tell them buy the big cars, but make sure it's your asset that pay for it. That's the truth. But you know why? Most people never do that. And they're wondering, they're disappointed at the age of 60. Like when you put them, when people get to 60, and a family affair institute in America have come up and said that most people, 85 to 90% people, when they get to 60 years old, they will not be able to take care of themselves. And he said, that is the primary reason people are afraid of old age. People are not afraid of old age because of age. They're afraid of old age because of financial problems. People are afraid to be old. People are afraid to be old. Because, excuse me, when you are old and you are financially free, life is exciting. I know a man today is 80-something years old, brother. He has properties all around in the city of Lagos. He travels everywhere. You wouldn't know. This month, a couple of months ago, he celebrated his 84th birthday. I mean, man, look young. He was in UK a few months ago, wearing shorts, taking pictures. Excuse me, bro. Even get run from you when you're financially free.
You can't do all of that.
Because it's
your body.
That is what we're saying. We're not saying you should be materialistic.
Yes.
We're simply saying that life is exciting. One thing you must figure out very early in your life, I'm of a personal opinion, that before anyone gets to the age of 45, they should be totally financially free. They should have no money worries anymore. So that they can spend another 40 years, 45 years, really truly living. But most people are not living.
All right. We have been, I've been, what are these people talking about?
Okay.
And they just started. I'm right in my friend's office. This is Tade, we all know Tade.
Yeah,
we've just been having a lovely time. And interestingly, we have a package for you who is probably currently watching us right now. We want to do something. We want to put up a class. We want to put up a class called the rental income class, where we're going to be teaching people how to achieve financial freedom using the rental market. We just done a bit of analysis talking about financial freedom, but we also want to help you to live by design, like what Tade just said. Creating a design that will help you live a life of abundance. How do you get to a particular age in your life that life is so exciting for you? Those are some of the things that we are also committed to, because we know that in our own education is your own prosperity. It's your own education also that is also your own prosperity. Your prosperity is tied to how much education that you can garner over time. And so myself and Tade and maybe somebody else, we also be on ground to be teaching you how you can be part of this. We are going to give opportunity to maybe about how many people, maybe about between 20 to 30
people, and we use our hall very cool scene.
We're going to show you the hall.
We're going to show you the hall.
We're going to show you the hall.
We're going to show you the hall. You know, so the cozy on, we're just going to put you there in a very serene at the heart of Lagos, and you're going to enjoy yourself. You're going to learn the things you can't Google. You know, like we often say to people, that the secret of wealth cannot be Googled, but it's available. And that's it.
Yes. Write it down. Write it down.
Write it down.
Write it down.
You need to tweet that. You need to tweet that.
Write it down.
The secret of wealth cannot be Googled, but it's available.
It's available.
But it cannot be
very
Googled.
available.
It cannot be Googled.
And so some of the things that cannot be Googled are some of the things we're going to be sharing, the thoughts, how to prosper using real estate currently now. What kind of real estate should you not even venture into at this particular time? At what age should you start investing massively in certain kind of portfolio?
And why do you buy land? We're going to show you how land can be profitable. The don't and the do's of land. Why land, some of the things you have been told about land is absolutely wrong. And we're going to show you how you can use land to hedge yourself against inflation. And we're also going to show you why you should not buy some land. And we're going to show you where you should buy land that will make you look as if you have just attracted a damaged ATM. And we're going to show you how you can turn your real estate into a cash dumping ground. All those things we're going to show you, because we are committed to seeing you financially free. You see, let me tell you, we are the head of a tribe of economic freedom. We are the head of this tribe. And this tribe is all about you, because you are part of this tribe, so that you can become financially free and you can live your dream. Let me tell you, if you are deceived, if you don't get your financial life right, you are finished. Thank you.
Now, before we even go, myself and Tade, I'm going to make this commitment. Myself and Tade, for the first 10 people to register on the website currently scrolling on the screen now, for the first 10 people, myself and Tade will make a commitment to guide you by the hand.
Yes, we guide you.
Now,
minimum
what Tade charges minimum for consulting is massive. Very little amount of money. If you have 500,000, you will start probably maybe considering you. So that is what Tade, and just for one day, 500k for one day. But you know what? If you're able to participate, if you're able to sign up and register, myself and Tade will lead you by the hand and show you how you can start investing solidly with real estate. I started with almost nothing, but you know what, today I can bet you that I'm enjoying every day of investing in real estate. And so Tade and I will help you. We also will have some other people to facilitate that section so that you can prosper doing real estate the right way. So those are some of the things. Then also, I would also like you, for those of you who also be part of this, if you can also register to it, we're not going to give them maybe half of the year free subscription on the rental income magazine. So you're going to have a massive enjoyment
on the rental income magazine. Rental income opportunities. We're going to show you how you raise money for your deals. You don't need to have the money. We can show you how to raise the money, how to build your own team, how to build your mini empire, your mini global empire. We're going to show you.
So with just about 50,000 naira, we can help you maximize success.
It's a low cost, but you know what? High return on investment. That's it.
So that's just that. So just go to the website that is currently scrolling right now on the screen, or you call the number currently scrolling right now. That is 07000 237464. Call that number. I'm going to show you, like the lecture we are going to show it to you, so you can see for yourself what we currently have. I'm here. I'm loving it. I'm loving it every second. You have been enjoying ourselves. It has been an awesome time sharing different thoughts. There's a new idea that we are going to take into the marketplace that we're discussing. You know what? We are here. They're not just here to just play. We are here to take over, and we want you to also take over. That is why we want to prove this to you, so that you can also be educated to succeed. Till we come your way again next time, let's start just Just close up. Let's
rental income, financial freedom is a design, like we have said.
Yeah.
It's not just a desire or a prayer point.
Yeah.
So we want you to key into this. We want you free, because it's when you are free that this world, our nation, our continent can go from a third world to a first world asterisk. That is what we aim for. Not just a first world country, a first world asterisk. Bye for now. Yeah.
So we see you. We see you. Go. Let's go see. Let's go see. Okay, we're going to see the place. We're going to see the place, right?
Yeah, there's the training hall. So we're going to move into the training hall to see what we have to do.
Wow.
It's a 50-seater training hall.
Wow.
So we're going to a fully AC, split AC, 24-hour AC. It is NEPA proof. Either lights or no lights. There's going to be AC.
So this is going to be your own lecture room.
It's going to be a whole lecture room with our PowerPoint, powered everything. So we're using this to empower more people.
Yeah.
So we, just like you would do, and just sit down, coach them the whole day. Nobody is sending you away.
So you're going to enjoy yourself maximally. So cozy chair, comfortable place. The AC is blowing you at the same time. You're also receiving information on how you can build. We're also going to show you from the board how you can also do so can also maximize opportunity. That is what this is all about. That is what the rental income stuff is all about, and how you can win in life. Till we come your way again next time. This is Tade. This is what you just watched today is the money game.
That's the money game.
That's the money game.
In a different way.
In a different way.
All right. Bye for now. Yeah.